Indianapolis, remembered, will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game, as we'll see Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as you... Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Powers through the defender. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, just have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. going right to work up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
It's third and goal and third and long. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Will not get there. A fourth down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's Parker. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man fighting off the defender. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone.
He's loose. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put in the play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Sun Devils kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw. He's got the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he added the extra point.
21, Boise State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Hand off from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. Elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smithers into space. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's going for the big play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun.
Ball carried by the running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Parker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And another first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. That is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team...